Hey, what's up guys, how is it going on? Thank you so much for clicking the video. I am Ayrus and welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. And before I start the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. I provide Clash of Clans content every single day. And also make sure you click on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I put in new content. And also leave a like if you enjoyed this video. So today I'm going to be talking about trap placement and how important these traps will do on your attackers, opponent's attacks. So this is going to be some tips on how you should probably use these and probably place these traps. So let's get going. So the first trap I'm going to talk about is the push trap. This is completely new for the builder base. It's not in the home village, so it's completely new. So many people use it in many different ways, but the most effective way is to push it towards the crusher. This actually lets the troops to get crushed because the crusher is so damn strong that you can't expect any troop to probably take it down. No troop can probably take it down in one shot, and the crusher does a massive amount of damage. So this is probably the best way to use it, and many people use them in different ways, but this is probably the best and effective way to use them. Many people use it this way. They actually aim the target to go outside. The troops will probably come over the push trap, and then they get springed up outside, and then they will come back once again. Now this is not effective. Now this is going to be effective when there's a defense with a long range like the multi-mortar or a Archata, which has long range, and by the time they come in, the defense could do pretty much very little damage to the push trap, or more damage depending on the defense you actually keep. So don't use the push trap like this. This is by no means the best way to use it. You can probably use it by the crusher, or use it in a way that some defense or the other is attacking the troop that is being springed off 4 tiles away from the push trap. Some other people use the push trap and the spring trap together. Once the push trap is activated, it's gonna get flipped off, and then probably they'll end up on the spring trap, and then they're gonna get springed up once again. Now this is not effective. Again, you want to use the spring trap in another way. I'll be explaining that. So don't do this. Instead do it like this or like this. So up next is the mines. Now mines are not new to us. They're on the main village. You probably have seen them. You probably know how they work as well. So you want to use them where you know that all the troops are gonna get grouped up. You know when all the troops are gonna actually kind of group or come in a gang, and then you want to do the explosion. You want to let the mine to actually explode. You just don't want the mines to be outside, unarmed, pretty much exposed. You don't want to do that because they're just gonna drop in one barbarian and one giant and just see if there's any trap, and then probably the traps are just gonna activate and just die over there itself. So you want to make sure that the bombs are placed inside, and you want to make sure that you do massive amount of damage to these troops that are actually coming in. Now many people do this with the mines. They actually put him outside, pretty much exposed, and they'll just put in a barbarian and just activate the mine itself. So you don't want to do this. You probably want them to put inside and just wait for all the troops to group up and pretty much die. This is actually a no-go situation. It will not work that great. So up next is the spring traps. Now this is again from the main village itself. So you want to use the spring traps in a position where you know all the troops are going to come in. You don't want to use the spring traps outside. You want to make sure that all the troops, you want to make sure that many troops are coming under the spring trap, and then the spring trap should probably lift them up. So you want to make sure that the spring trap is kept in well inside, just so that you can take down more buildings outside, no more troops outside. Now the best way to do that is make sure that all the troops are going to come in like on the right side. As you can see here, up here, as you can see, the troops are going to come in, and they have to end up visiting the spring trap in order to take down the other two buildings. So this is a great way. Another way is to probably put them one after other. So once they take down the cannon, they're going to probably take down the Archata. So once they kind of divert, they're going to actually get springed off. So spring traps is pretty simple. You want to make sure that they are used wisely. So lastly, we have the mega mine. Mega mine is the most important trap out in this builder base. So you want to use them pretty much the right spot as much as possible. You want to keep it as near to the builder hall, because pretty much everyone wants the builder hall itself to make sure that when the battle. So you want to keep it near the builder hole. Make sure you leave a little bit of gap for it, and then you can probably put in the Megamind. And the biggest thing you want to make sure you keep in mind is that you want to place it where your opponents are going to come in from the most. So you check on some replays and just see where your troops, where your opponents are dropping in the giants and all that, and then probably you can use the Megamind to do the job on itself. So yeah, that's how you probably use the Megamind. So that's how you actually place in the traps. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. And this is actually the thing that you want to keep in mind if you want to actually win up raids, because traps do a major amount of damage to the troops. It's actually gonna act as a surprise or a prediction. Surprise if they don't know where the trap is, or a prediction when they know where the trap is. So you want to make sure that it's gonna be ending up as a surprise. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my Safaris, and I'll be seeing you the next time. Until then, goodbye.